And finally, I wanted to ask about your new book, Our Malady, Lessons in Liberty from a Hospital Diary. In it, you write, the word freedom is hypocritical when spoken by the people who create the conditions that leave us sick and powerless. If our federal government and our commercial medicine makes us unhealthy, they are making us unfree. Since we last spoke, Professor Snyder, you almost died on New Year, Christmas Eve in 2019. If you can link what happened to you then and describe what happened to what we're seeing, this was pre-pandemic today.
Well, I think there's a big misunderstanding in America about what freedom is, and you can see that in the behavior and comportment of a lot of the people who stormed the Capitol. A lot of us seem to think that freedom is just about believing whatever we want to believe, even if it's not true, and freedom is just about acting on our impulses. We don't seem to understand that you can't really be a free person unless there's some factual world that you share with other people. We don't seem to understand that you can't really be a free person unless there are values that you can talk about out in the world. One of the things which has been clear for a long time in the U.S. and has only been clear, and it's even been clear in the last year, is that if you deny people health care, you're making them less free. If you put people at unnecessary risk and make them more subject to disease or the fear of disease, you're making them less free. You're also making them more vulnerable physically and mentally to various kinds of demagoguery. So what happened on January 6th is partly the result, I would say, of a sick country. When you look at the people who carried this out, I mean, when you have a hard look at their comportment, at their faces, at the way they carried themselves, I mean, apart from all moral judgments, you're not looking at a healthy society there. So I think part of the renewal of American freedom in 2021 has to be the concept that we all have health as a human right, that Americans, people living on this territory of the United States of America, should have access to health as a human right, that health is one of the things that should come before profit. If we do that, we'll not only feel better and be freer, we'll recognize each other better as Americans because we'll be sharing in this together. So that's the way to bring it together. Thanks for the question.